Hey, welcome back. Today is March 28th, Sunday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. Before diving into NEO token, NEOUSD, and see what exactly has gone on in here, I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign-up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculation and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market first. Most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me what the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today, we have Bitcoin dominance down very slightly today, less than 0.1%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action down about 1.5%. Total altcoin market cap down about 1.3%. So this is the downside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. I will usually see Bitcoin pullbacks not affecting total altcoin market cap as much, even though in very small difference today. Okay. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance to trend downwards. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely, if Bitcoin dominance was trending upwards and Bitcoin pulls back, that could actually affect the total altcoin market cap more. So for example, if Bitcoin dominance was trending upwards and Bitcoin pulls back by 1%, I could usually expect to see total altcoin market cap pulling back by more than 1%. Now on the 3-day time frame here is still my focus because it looks like this bullish divergence is still not done yet, okay? It has went lower and then actually came back upwards. So right now it is still not done in my opinion. Key resistance here will be the 3-day 21 MA, which has been resistance for quite a few days here. Okay, so let's see if Bitcoin dominance will continue downwards here, which is generally speaking better for the altcoins, or would it actually still try to break this resistance and go back upwards? Not as ideal for the altcoins. Something else I want to point out as well now, because we have about 4 more hours now until this weekly candle close, that there could still be bullish divergence on the weekly time frame as well. Okay, so we are having a lower low here. However, a higher low on the RSI. That's still classic bullish divergence. And now this weekly candle is coming to a close very soon. So something to be looking out for. Monthly time frame here, the monthly 50 MA is the key support now. Okay, let's see if this price action would break the support by the monthly close, which closes in about 3 days here. Okay. Let's take a look into Bitcoin. Bitcoin here is still being rejected by this key resistance, the daily 21 MA here. Okay. The key support here is still the daily 50 MA. If this support does not hold, the next key support I'll be looking at will be the 3-day 21 MA, currently about 49K. Now, there are still some bearish signs on the higher time frames, including weekly bearish divergence that could still be playing out. There's actually double bearish divergence on the weekly time frame here. Okay, so one higher high comparing to this high, second higher high comparing to this high, and successively lower highs on the RSI. Monthly time frame here, bearish divergence has still yet to play out. Okay, it has not played out for quite a few months, but something I would not lose track of, because if it actually does pull back at least 1 point here on the monthly time frame, that is still at least a month worth of pulling back. And when Bitcoin pulls back, it could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. The multiplier of that effect will usually depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go over to NEO. and see what has gone on in here. I'm going to take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily and see if we have any overbought RSIs or possible bearish divergence scenarios. On the monthly time frame here, we are at about 66 here, so not in overbought territory. Weekly time frame here, we are at an RSI reading of about 65 here. Not in overbought territory. However, if the price action was to make a higher high here on the weekly time frame, it does need to beat the last RSI reading of about 85 to negate bearish divergence. A very similar thing could be said here on the 3-day time frame as what I said on the weekly, except the high to beat on the RSI would be about 78, okay, from this last high right here, resulting in bearish divergence. There was already bearish divergence, however, price action did not come down to my conservative estimate. It got pretty close to 3-day 21 MA, however, it has not touched it. Yet, at least. It could actually still touch it. Daily time frame here, very similar thing could be said on both the RSI reading in terms of being overbought and bearish divergence scenario here, as what I said on the 3-day and the weekly there. Let's take a look into what pattern I could be dealing with here. Okay, so on the 3-day time frame, more apparently here, I do see a symmetrical triangle pattern. Now, symmetrical triangle patterns, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternsite.com, it is a 60% chance of it breaking to the upside, okay? If it breaks to the upside, the measure target here, if it breaks out by the absolute apex of this triangle here, then I do have a measure target of about $68. Now, measure targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's also take into consideration of some resistances and support levels relevant to this price action right now. Immediate resistance right here would be about the $43 fit level area, followed by some of these wicks right here indicating past resistance here from the range of about $45 to $50. In that range, about $45 to about $50 there. I can see some wicks from past trading history here as well. About 51 to 55. Let's just say 51 all the way to up here, about 55 here. So in that range as well. So in this range, about 45 to 50. And then about 50 to 55 here from this group of wicks. So I can expect some resistance there, even if it looks like the price action has broken out of this pattern. Let's check for any more previous past trading history here, as we do see quite a bit of wicks here that could be serving as resistance as well. Now, the measure target is pretty in line with about the $70 fit level area resistance. Okay, so that's pretty in line with the measure target there. So I could expect resistance if the price action does reach its measure targets. Key support underneath the pattern would be the 3-day 21 MA, which is pretty close to the bottom trend line here. So I could expect the symmetrical triangle pattern to stay intact with a pretty good probability there. If that does not hold, it looks like I would be looking for the weekly 21 MA as the next level of key support, which is currently about $27. Now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks out of the symmetrical triangle pattern and go towards its measure targets, minding some of the resistance levels I have just pointed out. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks its bottom trend line. It looks like the 3-day 21 MA should still keep the symmetrical triangle pattern form intact. If the 3-day 21 MA does not hold, I'll be looking at the weekly 21 MA for the next level of key support. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.